What's up guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for checking out my channel. Today I thought I'd do a little bit of a catch up to date with how my cut is going. Like I said previously, I don't really like calling it that because this is just basically I just want to tighten up a little bit before my holiday, which is 4 weeks on Friday. I'm so freaking excited. I wanted to keep you up to date with that. I've got Physique update coming up for you, which I'll probably put over the top of me talking, and also yesterday's leg workout. I'm gonna show you my Physique update now. I have been loosely cutting for around 6 weeks now. I've been doing it intuitively, meaning that I haven't been tracking my food. I've just been aware of what I eat on a daily basis, and I've been incorporating more cardio into my routine. As you guys know, I'm all about balance and I absolutely adore food, so I'm not going to lie and say I have been perfectly on track the whole time, because I haven't. And that's where I've found that previously, from cutting and tracking macros, I've been able to adhere to my allocated macros for the day more successfully than I have been able to whilst cutting. This time intuitively, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, and I wanted to talk about like priorities. For example, let's start. If I had a deadline goal in mind, like a physique competition, something like that, or an athletic event, then I would be being strict and I would be choosing to adhere to my diet all the time, as opposed to having a couple of treats a week like I am doing now. At the end of the day, what's more important to me personally is food than getting abs, because I'm happy with my body now. I was happy with my body whilst I was bulking, and I was happy with my body before I started bulking, and I'm lucky to be at that stage. I know that a lot of people aren't at that stage and they're unhappy with their body, they don't feel confident in themselves, and they're wanting to make improvements to their physiques because they think that that will bring them happiness and make them feel more confident. And I just wanted to touch on that, because if you are unhappy with your body now, losing weight will not necessarily make you happy. Achieving that goal won't make you happy, because I think that the unhappiness you feel towards your body stems from something within. Now, I'm no psychologist, I haven't thought about this too in depth, but I just wanted to touch on that and get that message out there. Weight loss does not equal happiness. If you're unhappy with yourself now, you'll be unhappy with yourself when you get to your goal weight. There'll be something else that you want to achieve, and you'll never be happy with the way you look. The way that I found happiness within my own skin was easier said than done, I know, was to stop caring what I looked like. I started focusing on my performance in the gym and loving my training sessions. As I said in a previous video, you need to be loving your training sessions. If you're not, do something else. You don't have to be running on a treadmill or lifting weights. If you don't like that, you don't have to be doing that. So find enjoyment with what you're doing. That way you will be so bothered about improving your performance that you'll want to fuel yourself sufficiently, and I found that you will make wiser choices when it comes to your eating. And what happened for me when that happened is my physique fell into place. I leaned out, I started looking more, well, not that I look muscular, but more muscular, and like I've said previously, fall in love with the process, the results will follow. And it's just, honestly, when you go up a weight in the gym, or you make an achievement in the style of training that you choose to do, it beats any weight loss goal, I promise you that, guys. So if you're watching this and you aren't happy with your body, or you have bits of your body that you hate, don't focus or obsess on them. Don't think that you'll be happy as soon as you reach this certain weight, or as soon as you've lost the fat off your thighs, because that's not necessarily the case. You will be happy when you stop focusing on what you look like, and when you start focusing on loving your body, training efficiently, enjoying your training sessions, and fueling yourself with decent food that will get you the results in the gym. I'm gonna end this rant here because I don't know if it's making sense to you guys or not, and I'm not very good at expressing myself in these ways. But I wanted you guys to know that and maybe think a little bit about that if you are struggling with self-image and things like that. Now that we've got that out of the way, I'm going to show you yesterday's workout. I feel deliciously sore after it. I really want to focus on, even though I am cutting, on building my legs and my glutes. They're always the area of me that have been the smallest. And so I've been incorporating a lot more compound lifts per leg session. I've been doing like 2 to 3 to start with, and then if I have time, accessory work. But this one was predominantly basic sets, very simple format of the workout, and yeah, they burned. It was fun. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you again so much for watching and tuning into my channel. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. What's up, my beautiful people? So I thought I'd come at you with a little bit of a voiceover for this one, as I feel that you get more from it than just training cues on the screen. So I just started with some glute activation, and then I went straight into some sumo deadlifts. Now, as you can see, I'm not piling the weight onto the barbell, and that's because I will always choose form and mind muscle connection over weight. I prefer the sumo stance over the conventional because I'm upper body dominant, and I feel this stance more in my legs, but this might not be the case for you, so just go with what works for you. As you can see as well, I'm getting my chest up and my pelvis as low as possible with this one. A lot of people tend to keep their chest over the bar, when essentially all that's going to do is going to encourage you to use your back more so than your legs when you're lifting. And the goal with this, as it's a leg session, is to use your legs. So as you're coming up, make sure you keep pushing your knees out and keep the bar nice and close to your body. A lot of people always start with the bar too far away from their shins, which encourages ankle flexion. Your knees come forwards, the weight shifts into the balls of your feet, and you're not activating as much glute as you possibly can, which is what we want because it's all about the booty. We know this, girls. So yeah, just make sure that you start with your shins to the bar, push the weight into your heel, drop the pelvis, squeeze your shoulder blades together, engage the lats, and then come up, keeping that form. Also, a lot of people, when they are deadlifting, they let their butt come up before their back. You want to aim to be doing one smooth movement. So you don't want to be having your butt up and then your back up. You want to be coming up all together. If that means slowing down the rep, then you do that, girl. Then we're going to move on to some leg press. I chose to do this with a wider stance, and my feet are higher up on the, plate, platform. This targets my glutes more. As you can see, I don't have a massive range of movement here because I have very tight hips, tight everything, as we already know. So just go as far as you can whilst keeping your back pressed into the seat behind you. You don't want to be curling your pelvis off the seat because that's going to be putting pressure on your back, which we never want. Just make sure that you're pushing through the heels and keeping your knees tracking outside of your big toe with this one. Also, can we just appreciate the double chin right now? I look like Peter Griffin, but it's all good. I'm proud of that. Next up, I went into some Bulgarian split squats. Now with this, you want to aim to keep the glute of the elevated leg engaged the whole time. Keep your upper body engaged, so shoulders down and back, all nice and tight. And then as you go down, you want to avoid any ankle flexion. Don't let your knee come in front of your toe, okay? What that is going to do is going to put all the force in your quad, when if you keep pushing through the front heel, you will get more glutes and hammies. But I love this one. I do feel it in my quads. It gives me a great quad pump, and it's not a bad thing to be hitting your quads. These are the bitches of the bitches of the leg day, but they burn so good. Mine. And then we went on to some reverse lunges. Now these are really good if you don't have space to do walking lunges in your gym, and they kill your gluteus maximus. So again, with these, you want to think about transferring your weight before you step back, and step back with the glutes engaged. So you want to think about squeezing your butt before you step back. Also keeping that chest up, keep your core tight, pushing through the front heel. Just make sure you're breathing with this one, guys. Your breathing really helps with all your training. You want to be breathing in on the way down, out on the way up. So generally with all lifts, you want to be exhaling when you're exerting the most effort. And then for my finisher, I did some burpee deadlift things with the kettlebells. I'm not the smoothest with this because this isn't my forte when it comes to training, but I really felt this one in my glutes and my legs, which is awesome. Just make sure that you are flattening your back when you jump your legs in. I had a very close stance and I just focused on engaging my back before coming up. These are a great little finisher just to get your heart rate up and burn your legs out. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. If you have any questions as to your training, your nutrition, feel free to drop me an email or put it in the comment box below, and I will see you in the next video.